It has to be on top.
No way, the girls goes on top.
Yeah, ergo, chick.
I'm not the girl, I'm stronger.
No, I'm stronger and don't have a vagina.
You are not stronger. Watch this.
Fat ass. Fat ass.
It doesn't really matter. Lost position. One guy, you picture of just.
See that? It's pure pec, bicep, and tricep.
Get it with your hand.
Alright, Matt. With that being said, that was pretty much the bickering that went back and forth last night after the draft.
Which is normal.
Yeah, it's been a long, guess it's been February to, I don't know, I guess we haven't been on the podcast since December. It's been 9 months.
It's been a long time.
9 months.
It's good to be back, though. It's good to be back.
From the Twin Tower Studios. You remember how to do this? You remember how to,
I think I remember how to talk.
you remember how to talk? Trash everybody else's team and tell everybody how good yours is?
Oh my god, my team is so good this year.
Oh my god, here we go. Alright, so what we thought we would do for everybody is we just run through everybody's team. Something we like, something we don't like about it. And then kind of go over next week's schedule. And then from there, maybe talk about who we think is going to make a deep run into the playoffs and possibly winning the championship.
I don't want to get that deep into it.
Yeah, well,
All these teams are going to be different by the time that time comes around.
I'm sick of hearing that. You're picking a team.
I'm not
And
picking a team.
you're not, yeah,
It's just stupid.
you're stupid.
Half your team will be traded by week 3.
That's fine. That's because that's what a good GM does.
No.
He's not afraid to pull the trigger.
That's what a nervous GM does.
No, not at all.
Oh,
Alright.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
He's back. He's back. Alright, let's start right at the top of the board.
One too many.
One too many.
Christopher Stein
So he goes, Lacey,
does the unexpected.
shock the world,
Shocks the world and goes Lacey instead of Rodgers.
and then takes Cobb and grabs Hilton, Melvin Gordon, Big Ben, TJ Yeldon, Martavis Bryant, Victor Cruz, Chris Ivory, Delaney Walker, Ronnie Hillman, Charles Sims, Eric Decker, the Chiefs, and Mason Crosby. So what do you like about this team?
I like his top 5 picks. I really do.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping to go after Roethlisberger and take a quarterback later, but I got all messed up when Brown went at 4. I wasn't expecting that. That was my guy.
So we just started with the first team and we already jumped directly to your
No,
team.
it's just why you asked me. You asked me a question, so I was.
So you like
answering
Roethlisberger?
with my-
I like Roethlisberger in the 5th round.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like his first 5.
Yeah.
picks. I like his
I don't know about the Victor Cruz pick.
Yeah, or Martavis Bryant's gonna be good, but he's suspended.
He's suspended 4 weeks. I'm not big on the Victor Cruz. I'm not big on Charles Sims. But I mean, other than that, I thought it was a pretty good team.
Oh no, I like it.
I thought it was well balanced.
Another guy won it was T.Y. Hilton, and
He
I
went
think
right
he's gonna
there.
have a fantastic year. So yeah, all in all, I like this team.
All right. Next up, we go Ash Gerbil, DeMarco, C.J. Anderson, A.J. Green, Greg Olson, Devontae Adams, Joseph Randall, Deshaun Jackson, LeGarrette Blount, Julius Thomas, Tony Romo, Matthew Stafford, Niall Davis, Eagles, Crowell, and Brandon McManus. Well, I mean, just in talking to Chris last night, this wasn't the team that he envisioned to get. Because he didn't expect DeMarco Murray to fall all the way to 9.
Yeah.
Which I actually think is probably where he should go.
Well, yeah,
but-
a lot of places I've seen had him going at like 15.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't have any. I really don't know what to say about this team. I don't think it's fabulous, but I don't think it's horrible.
Right.
I don't know.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Deshaun Jackson guy. I never really was.
Well, I actually like Deshaun because he's like he doesn't get you a lot of catches, but he'll get you like more
Right.
for like 80 and a touchdown. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an okay fill-in, I guess.
I mean, if Devontae Adams has a monster year, this team's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
You know, to get that like late value in the 5th round. So,
Yeah. Well, let's move on to Holy Chip here. 3.
You want go? Do you want to run this?
If
Run this dumpster fire down.
Once Le'Veon Bell comes and Hope McCoy it gets healthy by then. I mean, and Gurley's hurt too, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's still coming back from an
he
ACL.
picked a lot of guys that are questionable.
How about Arian Foster?
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the pick. I just hate it in the 5th round because
See, I
there's
just
so many question marks that are with him. Like they're saying,
Right.
oh, he could be back 2 to 4. First, they said he was out for like fucking what? How many weeks did they say?
8
Like
he
8 weeks.
He wasn't coming
And now
back
they're
till
saying-
week 10.
Now they're saying, oh my god, he might be back week 2 to week 4. How effective is he going to be coming back?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
A lot of question marks, and maybe that's a gamble worth taking there. I don't know.
Just with Bell and McCoy, with definitely Bell out 2 weeks and McCoy possibly missing a week, I think I would have taken Hyde there.
Yeah.
I would have taken Hyde just to get the starter, and then rolled the dice that Foster got back to me in 6.
Yeah.
If not, then you still would have got Gurley.
Right.
So
So, I mean, I think his team is okay,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not going to be okay until like week 3, 4, 5, something like that. They might start turning it on.
if the Brady ruling came out yesterday, would Brady have gone a lot higher than the 7th round?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think he would have. Do you think a team like Fresh Legs would have took Tom Brady over Matt Ryan, knowing that Tom Brady was going to play 16 games?
No, I don't think so.
And
So
round
I
4?
think Tommy's thinking behind that was he has Julio Jones, so he went to double dip. He wanted to grab him. That's the only
You don't-
logical explanation I can think of.
Would you rather have Tom Brady or Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning.
Would you rather have Tom Brady or Cam Newton, who
Tom
went
Brady.
in the 5th?
Tom Brady.
So in that situation, you would have taken him higher, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, if I didn't pick up my quarterback early, I would have probably waited until like the 10th round to grab a quarterback. It wasn't.
If Brady was sitting there at 5,
My thinking totally changed after Antonio Brown was picked. Like I could have sworn I was getting Antonio Brown, so I had like this whole fucking list that I was going off of, and everything changed. But I was planning on not taking a quarterback until like round 10. Really, I was hoping to get like fucking anybody in round 10.
okay.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Anything else about Holy Chip?
No, I mean, I hope those guys get healthy, and if his guys are healthy, it's a good team.
Oh, did you read the email? Did you like the new automated, like the draft report
No,
card?
that was so stupid. I felt like fucking calling CBS and being like, "What the fuck up? You guys are fucking weird." Yeah, C minus. Yeah, C minus in my draft. Like I'd rather
CD's
them not.
nuts.
Don't say anything. You know?
All right, Lacey Underall. So this is where you're saying the draft changed for you. So we had Antonio Brown, Aaron Rodgers, Mike Evans, Mark Ingram, Drew Brees, Jeremy Maclin, Jonathan Stewart, Seahawks, Alfred Blue, Darren McFadden, Kobe Fleener, Devin Funchess, Brandon LaFell, Stephen Hauschka, and Dwayne Allen. So I got actually a lot of problems with this team. I got more problems than I actually like.
I don't understand why they took 2 quarterbacks in the first
I don't
5
understand.
rounds.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear the trade bait scenario because I don't believe in that theory. I don't understand why you do that. Why you take Breeze in the 5th, and then you also take in the 13th. Now I totally understand in the 13th it's a flyer, but you took Brandon LaFell who's not even practicing, hasn't even practiced yet, and he's a candidate to be on the PUP list until like week 6. So that's
that's
I really
13th, that's a 13th round pick.
yeah, but I mean
I don't even want to talk about them because they don't even matter. Like
yeah, but I mean, wouldn't you also like to get a starter though, like somebody who actually plays?
well, yeah.
I mean that's my only.
Oh yeah.
That's my that would be my gripe with it. But I mean, Antonio Brown and Mike. I'm not the biggest Mike Evans guy, but I understand it. I I just can't wrap my head around taking Rodgers and Brees.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to. He is going to be good trade bait. I mean, what have you ever seen a trade with Drew Brees in it that wasn't like
Right.
tempting?
Right,
So-
but this is also just a 10-team league. How many guys actually need a quarterback? Need another quarterback? And would give up
Well, I mean, they
significant.
might not be happy with their quarterback. Like, you know,
I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't like it, but I can see potential in maybe getting someone acquired in a trade in like week 6, 7, like somewhere around there for Breeze or something,
All right.
or Rodgers for that matter. No, I don't know. All in all, I mean, it's an okay team. I think a lot of these teams are like, I think all of us are actually like just like mid grade. Like nothing jumps out special to me. You know?
I think the next team's pretty good. I think Prestige Worldwide had a real nice draft.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of question
Yeah.
marks with their draft too.
All right, well then let's run it down here. We got Charles, Calvin, Brandon Cooks, Peyton Manning, Carlos Hyde, Amari Cooper, Nelson Snagalure, C.J. Spiller, Mike Wallace, Jordan Cameron, Eli Manning. So they got the Manning brothers. The Texans, Ty Montgomery, Steven Gostkowski, and Zach Ertz.
You think they did that on purpose so they can say that they're stepbrothers?
You know what? I didn't even think of that until now.
Stepbrothers.
Yeah. And then they grabbed two brothers that are quarterbacks. Yeah. Okay, so
I mean, my only question marks is one. I mean, Jamal Charles is going to be a stud. That's a given. Calvin Johnson, what's he going to do this year? That's a big question. He could be absolutely awesome or not do anything again. And Brandon Cooks isn't really proven, so I don't know.
I like the Cooks pick.
Do you really in the third round? I don't know. I'm not sold on him yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like
I didn't
to-
see anything that would sell me on him yet.
I like the Cooks pick a lot.
Like I said, I like Carlos Hyde in the 5th round. I think that's going to be a great pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Hyde pegged as like a 4th round guy, and the fact that he slipped all the way to the 5th. I was actually hoping he fell to me. But yeah. I don't know. I like Aguilar. I know you're not too big on where they took him, but I think that's where they had to take him if they were going to get him. So that's why I don't mind that pick. I'm not a CJ Spiller guy. And Ty Montgomery, the guy's got a chance to line up opposite of Devontae Adams, so that's not the worst thing in the world to be like the 3rd option
Yeah.
in the Packers offense. All right.
All right. So
Go ahead. You're up.
What? I feel good about my draft. I mean, it was
Okay.
either Antonio Brown or Gronk or DeMarco Murray, and I made the split-second decision to go with Gronk there.
Okay.
And
So you have Gronk, Luck, Jimmy Graham, Alfred Morris, Keenan Allen, Andre Ellington, Doug Martin, Brandon Marshall, Sankey, Pierre Garcon, St. Louis Rams, Torrey Smith, Larry Donnell, Colin Kaepernick, and Dan Bailey.
I'm really excited about Dan Bailey this year.
Are you? I'm excited that you're excited about having Dan Bailey on your team.
Nah, I mean, my whole philosophy was to hope to get Jimmy Graham in the 3rd round. Because I think
No matter what.
No matter if I took Antonio Brown, because I knew I was Gronk. If I took Brown, Gronk wasn't coming back to me. So I was hoping to get Jimmy Graham in the 3rd round, which I did, and wasn't expecting to get Luck. That was like a on the whim thing.
Were you expecting to get Larry Donnell and round out your tight ends with 3?
I don't care. His fucking pick doesn't even matter. He's just fucking waiver wire. Somebody to drop and pick up. That's all. And honestly, I was like pretty drunk by that time, so I just looked at the paper and saw a name and said it.
Who's your number 1 wide receiver?
It's Keenan Allen's
Keenan
probably going
Allen?
to be wide receiver number 1. I actually just
then-
put Marshall into the starting lineup and took out Doug Martin for the moment.
And then who's your running back? Morris or
Alfred
Ellington?
Morris.
Alfred Morris.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're either going to be flex or my running back.
Right.
But from what I hear, Doug Martin's looking pretty good,
Yeah.
He's healthy now. I saw Andre Ellington the other night playing, and he looked half decent. A couple nice runs. We'll see. I don't know. We'll fucking see. Guys probably won't even be on my team in like 3 weeks, so unless they do really well or get hurt, you know. Let's move on. ABC.
Okay, ABC. Forte, Lynch, Emmanuel Sanders, Julian Edelman.
How about Lynch falling all the way back
Yeah.
there?
Cam Newton, Heath Miller, Rashad Jennings, Roddy White, Giovanni Bernard, Anquan Bolden, Phillip Rivers, Arizona Cardinals, Brian Quick, Owen Daniels, Matt Bryant. Okay. I think Lynch might be the steal of the draft at 14.
I believe that's why they got A+ on their fucking report
Probably. I mean, that's really good value.
card. Yeah.
I know Edelman's a little banged up right now, but they expect him to play. I'm really down on Emmanuel Sanders. I don't think he actually came out and said that he's not going to have a good year this year. He
Why?
actually came out and
Why
said
did he
that
say
because
that?
the offense has completely changed.
How?
And he does not. He actually came out and said he'd be lucky to get to 1,000 yards this year.
How did the offense change? They got a new coach?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. So I was staying as far away from Emmanuel Sanders as I could. So I'll see if I can find the quote that he actually said. But it was something to the effect that, you know, I'm not going to be as productive as I was just because of the changes.
Not sure if I like the Heath Miller in the 6th round pick.
Yeah, I think you could have waited a really, really long time to get Heath Miller. I like Rashad Jennings. You get a starting running back in the 7th round, so I don't mind that. Giovanni Bernard in the 9th is really good value in a PPR. I'm not big on Roddy White, not big on Anquan Bolden, so I don't know. I don't think this. I think this team is good. I don't think they're the best team, but they're good.
I don't think any team on here is the best team. Honestly, I really don't. Here's the deal. Everybody's first 3 picks are decent picks, and after that, you can't really have much to say about it because you don't know. So I'm not gonna go out there and say this is the best team. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think there are teams that are definitely stronger than other teams, though, when I look at the board. So, all right, double tight end set. We got Dez, Odell, Justin Forsett, Frank Gore, Golden Tate, Jarvis Landry, Russell Wilson, Ryan Tannehill, Jason Witten, Buffalo Bills, Shane Vereen, John Brown, Duke Johnson, Adam Vinatieri, and Allen Robinson. What do you like or dislike about this team?
I like the first 2 picks. I don't really like Forsett in the 3rd round.
I do like Forsett in the 3rd round, so we differ there. Okay.
I don't like Frank Gore in the 4th round.
I do like Frank Gore in the 4th round. Okay. You like Jarvis Landry or no?
I don't like Jarvis.
I do like Jarvis Landry. So
I like Golden Tate.
I don't like Golden Tate. I like Golden Tate if Calvin Johnson doesn't play.
I don't know. I don't like the back-to-back quarterbacks.
I don't like the back-to-back quarterbacks.
I like Russell Wilson.
I think Russell Wilson in the 7th is amazing value. But I just don't understand why you then follow that up with Ryan Tannehill.
I don't know.
Because a lot of people have Russell Wilson actually projected to be the 3rd best quarterback in fantasy this year. And if that's true, and you really buy into that, then there's no reason to burn a pick on Tannehill right there.
Agreed.
Agreed? I mean, Witten's pretty good value in the 9th.
I like their wide receiver core though.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah. Shane Vereen, I'm not big on Shane Vereen, and I like Duke Johnson. But you might have to wait 6 weeks to get to a place where Duke's getting the ball 15 to 18 times a game.
Right.
All right.
All right. Moving on to Optimist Design.
Let's take a look at this fucking shitstorm. All right, we got Adrian Peterson, Jeremy or Jeremy? Jeremy.
Jeremy Hill.
Jeremy Hill.
Very Jeremy.
Lamar Miller, Alshon Jeffrey, Andre Johnson, Travis Kelce, Amir Abdullah, Sam Bradford, Steve Smith, Danny Woodhead, Larry Fitzgerald, the Dolphins D, Tucker, my boy, Charles Johnson, and Antonio Gates.
I like it.
So I showed everybody my notes last night. This is exactly how I wanted my draft to go. So if it fucks up, it's not anybody else's fault for somebody falling to me or not falling to me. This is the exact team that I actually wanted through the first 6 rounds. And then in the 7th round, I was shocked that Abdullah was still there. And then in the 8th round, I just rolled the dice on Bradford. And then I liked the way I rounded out the rest of my team. Because I think Steve Smith and Larry Fitzgerald both have over 1,000 yards this year. And
Really?
Danny Wood has a really good PPR running back. So it's either going to be really, really good, or this team's going to fall flat on their face.
Yeah, the only pick I don't like is Lamar Miller. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
You
well,
like
I mean, we differ a lot on Lamar Miller. I think Lamar Miller is potentially a top 10 running back in this league.
Really? I don't know. I just
Yep.
don't feel like
In a PPR league, I feel like Lamar Miller's top 10.
couple question marks with your team though. Like Alshon Jeffrey, what's going on with his calf? That's what everybody wants to know.
He came out on Instagram, says he's playing week 1. So
I hope so.
I'll take it as that.
And how does Andre Johnson do in Indy?
I think he's going to be a monster.
Yeah, he probably will be.
I think
No, I
think he will be. Do you know what Andre Johnson kind of reminds me of? Randy Moss in like 2007. An older receiver finally goes to a place that gets him a quarterback that throws the football,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden he's back to putting up monster numbers. So if I can get some kind of scenario like that to get that value in the 5th round is really good. And then I think Kelsey's is probably like somewhere between the 3rd and 5th best tight end, and could possibly outperform Jimmy Graham to get to the number 2 spot. He won't catch Gronk, but I think he could catch Graham. So
Jimmy Graham has a lot of question marks on him.
yeah,
How are they going to use him?
I think Jimmy Graham's going to be it's going to be that scenario where the first couple weeks you might get frustrated with watching it, be like, throw him the goddamn football, and then after a while Seattle's going to figure out like, oh shit, we should just throw this guy the ball.
I don't think so. I think they're going to come out firing to him.
Okay.
Who else? Who's Seattle's top receiver?
Doug Baldwin,
Doug Baldwin.
who did not get drafted. I don't think a Seattle receiver got drafted last
He didn't
night.
get drafted. I believe he's going to be have a heavy influence in that offense.
Now, he also did say that he's going to block 75% of the time. So you'll have to see if that's true. Or
Yeah, if you're on block 75% of the time, you got to come out and say, I'm going to block 75% of the time.
maybe he's just an honest guy.
Yeah.
All right, and then to round out this draft, we got fresh legs, who went Julio, Demarius, Latavius Murray, Matt Ryan, Juic Bell, Martellus Bennett, Sammy Watkins, Devontae Freeman, Vincent Jackson, Colston Gray, Jonas Gray, the Carolina Panthers, good old 1 catch, 1 touchdown, Trey Mason, and then Matt Prater.
I don't like, after the first 2 rounds, I don't like anything about this team.
I like Julio. I like Demarius.
Actually, I do like Latavius Murray. I actually do. I talked to you guys and I said I wanted to get him in a late round. But
Yeah, well, 3rd is not late.
yeah, third's not late.
At the beginning of the 3rd.
And I don't like the Juic Bell pick. I don't think Tommy did his homework on this pick. Because I think Amir Abdullah is going to be the starter there.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys there, and one of them's going to get cut. They just don't know who yet. But it's not Abdullah. Abdullah's going to be there, and it looks like George Wynn's going to get cut. And then they got this other kid, Zenner, so it's not the best situation in the world. I personally think he could have waited on Matt Ryan. He felt like he couldn't wait on Matt Ryan. I think he could have waited 1 more round and possibly scooped another receiver. Maybe like DeAndre Hopkins or even Jeffrey there.
He took Matt Ryan over Peyton Manning and Drew Brees.
Right, that's what I definitely...
I don't understand his thinking behind that. Maybe he just wanted the double dip.
Well,
but at some point it becomes, what's more important, the double dip or the better quarterback?
Or the value, right.
Right.
See, I don't have a problem taking Matt Ryan, but I think it's a round or 2 later. Well, for him it doesn't matter because the 5th and the 6th are the same pick.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think he could have grabbed another receiver or another running back there, and then taken Matt Ryan later, because one of those quarterbacks would have fallen, whether it be, it could have been Peyton Manning, could have been Drew Brees, or it could have been Ben Roethlisberger. So, I mean, and then if you even waited longer, you could have got Brady or Russell Wilson. So I thought it was a little early for Matt Ryan, but I know how he thinks with the double dip. So, anything else about this team?
Nothing. Ready to go, week 1 here.
Yeah, so let's.
Ready to go.
You want to pull up the schedule here? Take a look.
Sure, we'll do that real quick.
Alright. Scoring preview. So first game up, you got taking you to the Fleeners again. So Lacey Underwood changed their name after they didn't get Lacey last night. They went back to taking you to the Fleeners again to take on me. So we just ran through all these teams. Let's not rehash and just start saying names.
No.
So
Just say what we'll just say who's playing who.
I think I'm gonna win. I think I'm gonna beat them. I think I got a better team than them, and I think Adrian Peterson has a monster Monday night game, and so does Sam Bradford. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. All right.
Yeah, we're going on.
Ain't nothing to talk about with the Fleeners. They stink. So Ash Gerbil at Watt. Go, you can take this one.
I believe his team is pretty good, and I think my team's pretty good. It's just going to come down to. I mean, look at the projections. We're both tied, 131, 131. I mean, it's going to be It's going to be a tough game. I think the difference is going to be Andrew Luck.
See, I actually think Tony Romo has more points than Andrew Luck in Week 1.
Well, that's probably because you're fucking retarded, but that's not your fault.
I'll take that bet right now. That Tony Romo has more fantasy points than Andrew Luck in Week 1.
Oh, come on, dude.
Seriously, you don't think so?
Dude.
Okay, but we'll see. I think Romo has more points than Luck. You got obviously.
You fell down and hit your head this morning or something. Last night, you're all fucking drunk. You fell down and hit your head.
Dude, I had a lot of beers. I had a lot of beers after everybody left last night too.
What were you doing? Just staring at your phone, at your team?
I was just sitting on the deck, just hammered drunk, and I'm hammered drunk. I was picturing Jesus
A tuxedo T-shirt.
singing lead vocals to Leonard Skinner.
All right, this game's done. Hey, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to beat Chris. I'm sure he probably feels the same way about my team.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
It's a coin flip.
It's a coin flip. Yeah.
It's a coin flip.
Well, knowing me, I usually do win, so probably take myself.
I'll take Ash Gerbil. Fresh legs against double tight end set, and it looks like they're going to start Tannehill against those lowly Redskins.
Nothing jumps out at me with these
Nothing.
teams.
Yeah.
Good matchup between Demarius and Odell, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he's got Julio too, and
Julio versus Dez, and two
Yeah.
good wide receiver matchups.
yeah.
Probably what it's going to come down to. Who has the better week?
Yeah, it's and that Sunday night game for them is, what is that? Giants at Cowboys. So every time somebody's got the ball, it's either Odell or Dez. Could be and that game's probably going to be a shootout. So I think I'm going to have to go on the side of double tight end set here. You want to pick? You want to pick this or?
I'm going to go with fresh legs actually because
Okay.
I can't stand Ryan Tannehill.
Okay.
Halloween special.
Just can't let it go, can you?
Can't let it go. Actually, did good for me, didn't he? Didn't he have a good game for me?
I don't think so.
No.
No. That was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, maybe I'm just
Yeah, 'cause
thinking
it was a
of picking him
Thursday
up.
night.
Yeah.
ABC against Prestige Worldwide. ABC's a heavy favorite, and I think they're gonna get smoked by Prestige Worldwide. I think they're actually, yeah. I think they're gonna get smoked. You want to?
I'm gonna say I think ABC will win.
Okay. I think that Prestige Worldwide
It's gonna be a tough. Close
is actually the best team on paper, and that's why I'm going to pick them. I like their team top to bottom. All right.
All right.
And then the last game.
One too many. Holy chip.
There's really not much to say here. I mean, Holy Chip can, and I know we'll get yelled at this for later, but it is tough to field a lineup right now with his team. Like, I know he's got Sproles, and it's projecting Gurley to play, and Reggie Wayne, and I get all that bullshit. But Gurley's probably not going to play. I don't know if you can put Reggie Wayne out there. And so he would have to plug in Sproles over LaShawn McCoy. If LaShawn McCoy plays, maybe this is different, but right now I see it as a route for one too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
I mean, that's
Just too much firepower, right?
Maybe
Lacy
he knew
Cobb.
what he was getting into when he drafted. You know?
Yeah, and you know,
I don't know. I just know that he's going to have a tough few weeks.
You know, and then in talking to Kev today, I mean, he says he got everybody that he wanted. So I mean,
the projections right now for this game.
Maybe he's like Sam Hinkie. Maybe you got to trust the process, Matt.
Right? Maybe.
You know,
maybe.
You gotta trust the
I
process.
hope everything works out for him.
So
right now, it just looks like he's in disarray over there.
Ooh, it's a big word for what's today? Thursday night. College football kicks off tonight. We got it on in the background. All right. So, if you had to pick a team that wasn't your team, which team did you really like? Mine would be Prestige Worldwide. Did you have a team that you thought did a really good job other than yourself last night? No? You thought everybody sucked?
No, I like everybody's first 3 round picks, and then after that, it's just all question marks.
Okay.
I like Lacy Cobb Hilton. I like one too many's Lacy Cobb Hilton. I like I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say my favorite team is going to have to be my team. No, seriously, I like one too many. I like their first 3.
Okay.
I like their first 5 picks. I think that's the only team I can say that I really like their first 5 picks.
All right, well, I guess that's it then.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna go with that team.
All right, everybody. Good luck in week 1. Remember, get your lineup set. We start next week. I believe the game's at 8 o'clock on Thursday night. So if you got a Steeler or a Patriot, get ready to roll.
All right, guys. Good luck.
All right, good luck.
See you.